with the Linux file system. So all of we know in our family also we have a family tree. In a similar fashion in Linux operating system, what are the files we are going to create that are organized in a kind of tree-like structure. So whenever we are saying a tree-like structure, it is a inverted tree structure. In Linux, we can have regular files, directories, block device files, character device files, sockets, links. So all these different kinds of the files are organized in a tree-like structure. In Linux, the files are grouped according to the purpose. For example, commands under a one directory, device files under a one directory, documentation under a one directory. In Linux, the structure of the file system starts with a root level. Root is the name of the file at this basic level and it is always denoted by a forward slash. A directory it is a kind of the file which contains the other files or the directories. In Windows, we are using the terminology folders which acts as a location for the storage of files and the subfolders. So here we are using the terminology directory for the folders. A subdirectory is a directory within a directory which may contain the subdirectories or the folders. So here from this diagram we will come to know the directory structure or the file system structure of the Linux operating system. So root, this is the root directory which itself contains the different subdirectories like bin, boot, device, etc, home, lib, media, mount, opt, sbin, srv, temp, user, var, root and proc. So we'll focus on the home directory. So by which name we have login to our system. So by the same name, system generates a one folder under the home directory. So here under home directory we have student and Linux gem. Means student and Linux gem, these are the two subdirectories which resides under the home directory. So we can say home slash student, this is the absolute path. Whenever we want to specify the location of any particular file which starts from the root is known as an absolute path. Student itself contains a one directory named as a dir. So now we'll elaborate all these subfolders. First is a root. So it is a single file and a directory which starts from the root directory. Only root user has the right privilege under this directory. Please note that /root is the root user's home directory which is always indicated by forward slash which acts as a main directory. Under root we have a bin directory. In Linux, whatever the folder names we do have, those are the acronyms. So bin stands for binary. So what it contains? It contains the binary executable files. It contains the common Linux commands which you need to perform some operation on the file or on a directory. The commands used by all the users in the system are located under this directory. For example, ps, ls, grep, cp, ping. It contains the commands which are executed by the ordinary user. In Linux, we can say we have a ordinary user and a super user. Whenever we want to perform any kind of administrative task, in that case, root plays a major role. So whenever we are logging by a root login, so it would be possible for us to do the installation or installation of the software. So whenever we want to perform any such kind of a task, so relative to that, whatever the commands are there, those commands resides under the sbin directory, that is system binaries. It is similar to the slash bin, which contains the binary executable files. But the Linux commands located under this directory are used typically by the system administrator, which are used for the system maintenance purpose. What are the commands which we are executing? All these programs are nothing but binary C program executable files. For example, $s slash sbin contains IP table, reboot, fdisk, ifconfig, swap on. Next we have slash etc, which contains configuration files required by all the programs. It also contains startup and shutdown shell script, which is used to start or stop individual program. This directory contains the files such as slash etc resolv.conf or slash etc slash logrotate.conf or slash etc slash passwd. Next we have slash dev device files. This subdirectory contains different kinds of the device files like block device file, character device files, sockets, links. It includes terminal devices, USB or any device which is attached to our system. For example, slash dev slash tty1 or slash dev slash usbmon0. Then under root directory we have a folder named as a slash proc, which contains the information about the system processes. This is a pseudo file system contains information about the running processes. For example, slash proc slash pid. This directory contains the information about the process with specific ID. Every process do have their own unique process ID. This is a virtual file system with text information about the system resources. For example, slash proc slash uptime. The next we have slash var. So var stands for variable file. The contents of the files that are expected to grow can be found under this particular directory. It includes system log files, packages, database files, emails, log files, so temporary files which it needs across the reboot. Then we have slash tmp, which contains the temporary file. So it is a directory that contains temporary files created by system as well as by the user. Files under this directory are deleted when the system is rebooted. Then we have slash usr, which contains the different user programs. The next one we have slash home, which is a global home directory. So this home directory contains the subfolders by the usernames, which acts as a location for storage of personal file. For example, slash home slash John slash home slash Nikita. Next, slash boot, which is a bootloader files. It contains the files which are related to the bootloader. Kernel, initrd, VM Linux, grub files. These are the files which are located under the boot directory. So for example, here we do have different files that are coming under the slash boot. Then next we have slash lib, which contains the system library files. So slash lib contains the library files that are supported the binary located under the slash bin and sbin. Library file names are either can be seen by ld star or the lib star or dot so dot star. So some examples of the files which comes under the library are given over here. The next we have slash opt, which contains the optional add-on applications. So opt stands for optional. It contains the add-on applications from the individual vendors. Add-on application should be installed under either /opt or /opt/subdirectory. For example, Google Chrome won't come in a Linux, so we have to install it separately. So the files related with the Google Chrome installation comes under the /opt. Then we have a /mnt, which acts as a mount directory. So it is a temporary mount directory where the sysadmins can mount the file system. Now sometimes we have to attach external peripheral device to our system. So how and where it can be mounted? So /media, it is a directory which is used as a temporary mount directory for the removable devices. For example, /media/cd-rom for the cd-rom, /media/floppy, it can be used for the floppy drives, /media/cd recorder, it can be used for the cd writer. And then last, we do have /srv, a service data. So SRV stands for the service. It contains the service specific services related data. For example, /srv/csv contains the CVS related data. So this is all about the Linux file system, which is a kind of hierarchical structure which contains the different subdirectories under the root directory, which itself contains the different subdirectories or the files. Thank you.